Alright fellas, I have been wading around knee deep in my naughty bucket and dug this one out. This is a Yale challenge lock from Texas Jim, a 6-pinner. Here's what we got. That's what he wants us to believe. And when you look in the keyway, nice wide open. But if you look at that first one, you know we got at least one serrated to deal with. You can just see the light glinting off the first couple of serrations. So, knowing that, we're going to be using light tension, I suppose. Let's go ahead and clamp this baby down. Let's make sure everything still works. Perfect. Okay. And I'm going to try top of the keyway. I'm going to try counterclockwise here. Let me move that up just a little bit. Because when we try to go clockwise, it looks like it might roll out of there. It looks like it's been picked pretty severely in the past. I'm going to go counterclockwise. And because it's nice and wide open, I'm going to try something with a pretty good hook. It is a challenge lock after all. This is a Peterson gem. Alright, very light tension with serrated. First of all, let's see if Texas Jim is messing with our head. No, seems like 6. I'm counting 6. Alright, so maybe there's truth in advertising after all. Alright, all the way in, very light tension to work with serrateds. And let's find a binder. Looks like nothing. I got, oh, wait a minute, there we go. Pin 1. I thought I had too light a tension. I got nothing. I might have overset him. Let me try that again. A little more tension this time. You're definitely binding. There we go. Alright, so, oh man, I don't know if you saw that. I just went to the rear. I just touched pin 6, and I think we knocked him in place. And that was 5. Look at that. Let's see if we can find something else to pick here. I'm getting counter rotation on 3, and it clicked in place. I don't know if you saw that, but I felt it on my finger. I'm getting counter rotation on pin 1 again, so I gave him another click. Okay, that was 6 again. That was 3. I mean, I better tighten up on my tension. That was just, they're falling in place. And the danger, of course, is that I overset something. I'm getting very slight feedback on my fingertip from pin 4. Okay, I got to click on him. Pin 1 again. He's very high. Looking for some feedback. Everything feels springy. Pin 2, a little bit of counter rotation there. Good deep fault set now. That was 3 again, so he was like a gatekeeper, even falling down on us. And 1 again is counter rotation. You see that? So I think we got him in place. No, maybe not. Can't get behind the tension wrench there. Okay, that was 3. Got another click on him. I'm trying to figure out if I'm on the pin or on the tension wrench here because I think I'm getting feedback, and it might just be from the tension wrench. You know what, I'm going to take a chance here, if I can get on him. Wow, okay, that was not the tension wrench, that was a pin. Pin 1 hiding up behind the tension wrench there. Pin 3 again. Pin 1 is definitely set now. Got a pretty good fault set going. I'm just looking for some more feedback from anybody. Pin 2 gave me a click. Pin 2 again, give him counter rotation. Wow, very deep fault set now. That was pin 2. I think we finally got him set. And there we go. Alright, what are we at? 6 minutes. Alright, let's gut it. Let's find out what Texas Jim has put in here. Keep that in the frame. Move my tension wrench, all this stuff out of the way. And get a pinning board. Get that, and we will need probably a medium. Alright, we do have a key, I don't worry about that. Let's find a flat tip. Looks like this has been punched in place on the left one. Both of those had little punch marks, I guess, to mark where they were. Doesn't seem to stop us from getting them off. Alright, looks like I'm going to turn that core a little bit like that and grab a medium. Alright, that should work. Okay, there we are. 6, and it looks like there's a little bit of either countermilling or threading on almost every single one of those. Let's dump out the pins and take a look a little closer with a flashlight. Okay, serrated, 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 oops, serrated, all serrated. Got a light here. Definitely chamber number 2, 3, and 4. I think you can see that. And the rest of them, the last two look, I don't know if you can call that countermilling or not. Looks a little groove there. Number 1 is normal, but the last two have a little groove like countermilling, but I don't know if that's a defect in manufacture or not. That's it on the core. Okay, let me grab my tweezers. And we got a serrated. A homemade spoolie looking serrated. That explains the wild swings in counter rotation. Another, I don't even know what to call that. A fat serration or a shallow spool. Another of the same. Nice deep cut on that one. Crap. There we go. Oh wow. He jumped right out of there. There is the, if I can pick him up. Come on baby, focus for me. A little narrower on the end, a little groove in there, and then that is probably what was giving us that failure to open there near the end. That little thin part was stuck in the shear line. And let me see if I can get that last pin out of there without springing them all over the board here. Maybe not. Stand by. Let me see if I can find him. I just dropped him on the floor. There he is. Oh, sorry about that. Got some pretty good springs in there. And that should be it. All the springs look to be the same, but they are pretty long for those chambers. Alright, here's what we're looking at, fellas. All serrated bottom or key pins. We've got a couple of them upside down, but I think you get the idea. And then the rest of these are all homemade upper pins. Pretty sharp serrations there. And then remember 2, 3, and 4 had threading. And then the last two look like they had some kind of counter milling, and they have these two little nibs on the end here are machined just a little bit thinner than the rest of the pin to get caught up there and give you that false sense of, hey, I'm getting ready to get in. And then of course the serrations would grab those sharp edges as well. Pretty cool lock. Not a lot of feedback, I gotta say. Pretty deceiving at some of the points. But anyway, there you go. Thank you, Texas Jim, for the lock. Everybody else, stay safe, stay legal.
Late last night, an intruder stole all the ancient locks from the famous Taj Mahal. The only clue was a spray painted on the wall. The words, Bosnianbill. If you know what this means, or who may have stolen the locks, please contact us. Thank you.